Don't wait till the night before Christmas to be good.
Three, two, one. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 10 of the 7th annual 12th podcast of Christmas. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Francois Nation.
I'm Andrew Sorsdahl.
I'm Jack the Ripper.
Oof.
Did he rape or did he just cut genitals out?
He killed prostitutes. I think he paid for their service. I think he paid for this.
Like it was consensual sex, but then cut your genitals out.
Like the number one suspect they have was like some crazy like he sold fake medicine in the United States and in Canada.
Yeah, we know about what you did.
Salesman, yeah.
And then he
Apparently
did some real estate and owned a brewery in Western Canada. In his later
Lit has been alive for over 200 years.
200 years alive.
some speculate he may be immortal.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we talked a little bit earlier while the cameras were off just about what a monumental task it is going to be for two men to try and produce 20 television shows concurrently. So that the two men have obviously, the only two people who still produce content. Taika Waititi and
Disney.
John Favreau, just in general, who are still making content.
Do everything.
There's a couple guys on YouTube. There's Linus Tech Tips. There's Rhett and Link, and then there's John Favreau and Taika Waititi.
And the Canadian guy who made the lightsaber.
Yeah, and then us.
He's a newcomer, and then us.
And then that's pretty much.
There's the guy who made the lightsaber, Linus Tech Tips, Rhett and Link, Taika Waititi, John Favreau, and these are the people who make us, and these are the people who make content.
For the share of views that we have, of all the possible views, we have like less than 0.1%.
Yeah, like sub.
Yeah.
I don't like.
0.00003%.
We've been saying it for a long time. They're fucking view hogs.
Yeah, like Rhett and Link, give us a little bit of your audience. We're very similar. We did a pop tasting. There's no reason you can't send a few people our way.
We're definitely not like significantly uglier and less.
Actually, no. Did you which is the one with the beard? Rhett or Link?
Rhett has the beard.
Did you see him shave?
No, it looks terrible.
He's the worst looking person ever. It like his beard here, because the caption was like, and they say that beards aren't makeup for men, and it's like him with a beard and then without. It's like, imagine if my chin was here, like right underneath my lip.
Really?
And it's like, that's what he looks like. And the beard just hides all of that. Yeah. Because it's like, you can just imagine him with whatever chin length you want with the beard.
Just like a good chin length.
He looks like a fuck. Like, you would bully the shit out of him.
Interestingly enough, Rhett uses a beard to increase the imaginary chin, and I use a beard to reduce the size of my chin. Because then you can imagine it being less.
I can't wait till you see this picture of him, because you're both going to be like,
just look it up.
He's such a soy boy beta. Like, I don't.
Oh, they're definitely soy boy beta, Texas.
So I don't even know,
liberals.
like, if they're already soy boy betas, like, what you're going to think of him as like a worm or like some sort of.
Whatever came of the rooster teeth.
Oh my God. It's
Look
like
at him.
less than 1% of his head. Wow.
Like, he looks like a weird alien fuck.
Wow.
Not
like
good.
that is
Not good.
arguably one of the greatest achievements a beard has ever achieved.
Yeah, if you know who they are and you want your mind blown, go fucking.
This doesn't even make any sense.
Look how fucked he looks.
Like, it's groomed to make it look like it's a chin with just a little bit of beard on it, but that's all beard.
I have to assume too, when he's taking pictures, he goes like this. He goes must, because it's like how it is different. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
He goes from beautiful to unfuckable.
Also, the one photo, the lighting is really bad, and
I know,
he looks hungover as fuck.
Yeah,
and in this photo, he probably has makeup and like
but that doesn't
lighting's
even matter.
nice.
CGI.
No, it's not just the beard. It's not just the beard.
It's incredible.
It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. No, that's a Photoshop chin.
Oh, they photoshopped a chin in for him. That's too bad.
They took his beard and turned his beard into This is where his chin should be based on his beard.
Wow.
Yeah, if you want to be entertained, check that out.
Wow.
Well, if you think about it, they groom it so it's like his cheeks are narrow, and then it stretches, yeah.
Wow, Link looks way more hardcore here.
Oh yeah, and now he looks like the soy boy of the
Like
group.
soy, give me some more soy. There, he looks like a Jordanian man.
The Adventures of Soy Boy and Beta Cuck.
Away! So, what we were getting at when we were talking
That's
about
our new Adult Swim show.
when we were talking about Taika Waititi and Jon Favreau, tell us what's going on, guys.
So Disney had a shareholders meeting like a day ago or
For
2
those
days.
of us who don't know what Disney is, Fran,
They're the ones that you ever seen Cars 2?
is that the sequel to the first Cars?
I didn't know there was a first Cars.
Okay.
But
I've seen Cars 3. I've seen Planes.
I'm gonna sue Planes. Okay, we can all get on the board with Planes.
Yeah, we all have some
Okay, so
seen planes.
Planes. If we've all seen, because everybody's seen Planes. So it's the company that did Planes.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
They make okay stuff. Planes
Is that what the castle?
Planes was great.
Planes is great.
Huh?
Is that a castle? With the logo castle?
That I have no idea.
Planes is
But
great, and like I really like the Swiss Family Robinson. They made that one back in the 50s. That was pretty good.
yeah, I'd bet that's true.
Anyway, so apparently this Disney, this Disney
These nobodies.
are making something. What is that, Fran? Tell us about it.
20
So-
different shows.
So recently they had a shareholders meeting, and usually these shareholders meetings, it's not
All four of them.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like a huge. Or at least they don't make a bunch of announcements at these meetings. But this time it was like, fuck it, we're doing all these we're gonna do a Comic-Con fucking thing. They announced 10. So for those who don't know, Disney owns Marvel now, which is the company
Star
that does
Wars.
the Avengers and Spider-Man and all that shit. They own Star Wars, and most people know about Star Wars. And those were the two big ones that they focused on at this meeting.
And
And
Cars.
they announced
They
some.
also own the Cars
They own the
franchise.
Cars franchise. So they announced 10 new Marvel television shows, about 10, like it's a little less or a little bit more. And they announced about 10 new Star Wars television shows that'll be coming out in the next like 5 years or so. Over the next 5 years, it'll all be at different times and shit. But anyways, yeah, it was just like, I just remember like looking at my Instagram and then them updating their pictures like every fucking 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, did you hear? But oh my God, did you? Oh my God, did you hear? Like, it's incredible.
Did you see that for the next Spider-Man movie? The guy who plays the new Daredevil will be appearing as Daredevil.
That's not confirmed yet, but that's like a heavy rumor, and
I thought it was confirmed.
not yet. It's like one of those things that it's like on the verge, but it's like Disney hasn't like said it yet.
When I saw it, they seemed very.
So I guess
certain,
if
but-
you're kind of where I'm at, apparently it's an American epic space opera media franchise created by George Lucas, which began with a 1977 film apparently, and quickly became a worldwide pop culture phenomenon.
Is that on Wikipedia?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
doesn't sound right. I thought it was a missile defense system.
Apparently, the Guinness World Records title for the bestest thing he made.
Do they mention Ronald Reagan in there anywhere?
Yeah. I thought it was Reagan.
Yes, co-produced Ron Reagan.
Well, then
77.
that's it.
Okay.
That's it. But yeah, for anybody who knows anything about Star Wars, or like some of the tertiary material they've been doing over the last few years, they're doing an Ahsoka Tano show, which is fucking incredible. If you were a fan of the Knights of the Old Republic games back in the day, they are doing a
Old Republic show.
Old Republic show. They're calling it the High Republic, but it's like
Do these all have titles already?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The Young Obi-Wan series.
They're doing the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
With Ewan McGregor
Or not
attached.
young.
They're going to do a
they're not-
fucking show?
About what?
I thought Obi-Wan was going to be a movie.
No, that's a TV show.
TV show.
It's like Mandalorian style TV show.
With Ewan McGregor attached.
And
I just-
Hayden Christensen.
Disney is
as
the-
Darth Vader.
All joking aside, now that I'm pretending I,
I
don't know
killed
what Disney
them.
is.
I killed him.
The thing that just blows my mind about Disney is for all of us who have seen TV adaptations of movies, and you're like, I like this, but fuck, I wish the original people were in it because it just doesn't make it the same. This is like, fuck it, we'll just get him. Like, just pay him what we would pay, and just it's like, what money do you want? They're like, we want this.
They've said
okay there.
They said since I think it was October, it was whatever their last shareholders. So whatever what is this Q3?
Oh, I
No,
think it's
Q4.
huge.
This is Q4. So Q3, their Q3 shareholders meeting, they announced like, yeah, we're going to be heavily focusing on our streaming. That's our that's the big push is for the streaming. And then now they had this shareholders meeting where they're like, fuck it, here's all the shit we're doing with the streaming. And also, I don't know who's excited about it. I know I am, but there's that new Disney, the Disney Pixar, that Soul movie that's coming out.
Yeah,
Starting to
this
stream
month.
on Christmas Day.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking forward to that. It looks
Soul
the trailers
Plane?
look amazing.
Looks super cute.
Yeah.
I still fucking haven't seen the last Pixar movie.
And
Onward.
Onward. It's so good, so cute.
I gotta watch that fucking movie. I don't know why I didn't.
It's worth it. It's so good.
I think was that movie come out right about when COVID started?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why I missed it.
Around there. It was the last. I took Drew to go see it in theaters.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They announced Fantastic Four, which I'm fucking.
I hope they don't fuck it up again.
They can't. John Watts, the same guy who directed Spider-Man: Homecoming and Spider-Man: Far From
nice.
Home, is doing it. I think he's helping write it. So it's like
That's a good.
it's just
sign.
like the tone is like it's like the Fantastic Four are a Spider-Man-esque thing. Like it's got that same.
Are Fantastic Four like the chick with the stretchy arms and stuff?
No, it's
Yes.
dude with stretchy arms.
It's the
Incredibles is the chick with the stretchy arms.
no.
Elastigirl.
I like your version.
Okay,
She has 4 stretchy limbs, and that's why she's called the Fantastic Four.
no, but one of them is a rock guy.
The Thing.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the guys is a stretchy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretch
Dr.
Armstrong.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, is it Mr. Fantastic and Mr. Incredible? Like, is there some play there?
Yes, of course.
Are they meant to be Fantastic Four?
It's supposed to be like a euphemism. Like it's a family.
There's tons of parallels.
Yeah,
between various.
that's the whole point of the
superheroes.
Incredibles.
Who's the third Fantastic Four person?
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm,
and
the
Susan
fire
Storm.
guy. Yeah.
Invisible Woman and the Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Oh, Human Torch is
yes.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they mutants?
No. They're radiated by space cosmos shit.
Yeah.
Are they Marvel?
Yes.
So they're like mutants.
In the sense that they have powers, yes.
Well, they're mutated from space radiation.
Yes, but mutants in Marvel are from birth. Like that's a thing.
But
about
like,
birth.
can
it's the
Fantastic-
evolution of humanity.
Can Fantastic Fours fight mutants
yes.
in the Marvel?
Mutants can fight mutants.
In a Marvel?
Yes. When they bring the mutants in, they haven't brought mutants in yet.
Have the mutants in comic books fought the Fantastic Four?
Oh, definitely. They're bad mutants. Magneto's a mutant. He's a bad guy.
Well, I mean,
The Fantastic Four have absolutely fought Magneto before.
Magneto's was pissed about Hitler. So, I mean, if you're mad at him because he didn't like Hitler, I agree. But the other things he did, I don't necessarily disagree with.
What, Magneto?
Yes, he's a eugenicist.
He's a
I don't
eugenicist.
understand how you could go from being pissed about eugenics to then employing eugenics. Like, what is
Eugenics.
It's pretty extreme eugenics.
Master races are evil. We are the master race.
Yeah, it's like, buddy.
They've persecuted us long enough.
I don't know what to tell you, but you're just doing all the shit that you said you
You're
weren't
just
going to
doing
do.
the same thing that they
But
did to you.
would
to be
love
fair,
that.
that isn't what Magneto wants. Magneto, he wants segregation. That's what he wants. He wants mutants to all just have their, and he does do that in the comic books. He I think it's called Genova. No,
Geneva?
something. No, it's not Geneva. It's like Genova. Or, it's somewhere in that range. I can't remember what the mutant island is called. But he
Palestine?
starts an island and
Palestine?
Palestine, and then all the
I think
mutants
it's
live
Israel.
on this mutant island.
And then, but
But it's just because like humanity keeps fucking over mutants, so he's pissed off and he's sick of it. So he's like, "Fuck you, we're leaving. I hate you all."
question.
But he does try to kill humans a bunch.
Do they draw any connections between Captain America fighting Nazis and Magneto being in a concentration camp?
In the comic books, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, does he like Captain America?
Nobody really doesn't like Captain America.
Well,
Nazis don't like
the
Captain
guy with the robot
The
arm
Red Skull.
isn't too fucking jazzed
Yeah.
about it.
Well, yeah, he is.
America. Now he is.
Bucky's his friend. Once
The
he-
guy with the robot arm.
Once he's
I don't know,
not.
you could call him friends, but he took a pretty fucking couple good swings at him.
Well, when he was brainwashed, yeah. Then he once you get through the brainwashing, then it's his buddy Bucky.
There are
Yeah,
other
like-
people that are pissed at him though.
most-
They have a whole civil war.
Most of the logical connections you can draw between characters in the Marvel universe they've delved into that in the comic books. Like Wolverine, this is something they did.
Does he fight in the Second World War?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, he's like best friends with Captain America back in the Second World War.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like they're
Gross.
yeah. He was like they did a death of Captain America and they did a death of Wolverine not too long ago in the comic books. Like, I guess this was probably around 2012 era. And both of them were like, I'm so sad that the other one's dead. It's so heartbreaking. You were my best friend. But yeah, so they announced. So what Marvel shows to me are exciting. She-Hulk, that's fucking exciting. Moon Knight is the thing I'm hands down the most excited for.
That looks sweet.
They cast, other than Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is like, that is just such a long time coming and just so exciting that Marvel gets the first family back. And like that's their original thing. That's their thing. Oscar Isaac got cast as Moon Knight, which is fucking sweet. Yeah, there's a heavy rumor that's like basically on the verge of being confirmed that they're gonna bring back Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the new Spider-Man movie. And if they do that, they're just perfect. Like they just don't do anything wrong and they only do good things. And they're just the best people who've ever lived.
It'll make up for a lot of Star Wars bullshit for sure.
Yeah. Well, fuck. And that's the thing. Watching the season of The Mandalorian, you watch it and you're like, they love you. That whoever's running the show loves you personally as a human being and wants you to be happy.
Like how Christians feel about God.
Yes.
That's how
I feel about Jon Favreau.
That's how you feel about Jon Favreau.
Yes, he loves me.
Like if you
and I have a personal relationship with Jon
If you
Favreau.
wrote him a letter, he would write you a letter back that says, "Yes, Francois, I made this show because I love you."
In my head, I didn't need to write it because I can just talk to him when I close my eyes and I put my hands together. No, when I make my hands like Iron Man and I close my eyes, I can talk to Jon Favreau.
It is really refreshing for a company to say, over the last 20 years, everyone who's made content has just been like, yeah, we could do what everyone wants, but we're not gonna because of some reason that we don't give a fuck and we're greedy. And now they're just like, let's take 5 minutes, take everyone's pulse, kind of see what people are interested in, and then kind of guide content towards what fans are interested in seeing. And then they're like, wow, people really enjoy content that they've been asking for.
Yeah, that was like Deadpool with like their first low ball shitty budget. They somehow made this amazing movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like for the type of movie they made, like crazily low budget. And it's like the shatters all these records for R-rated movies in February, breaks. It's like, people like things that lots of people like, and we do in a way that honors that source material. Yeah. It's like those movies get like critically praised and like do really well.
Make tons of money. I mean, I'm not gonna say it happens every time. The thing is, like, they don't try it enough for there to be like a user like a case study. It's like, yeah, you only try once every 10 years, so it's like sorry that I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even like the term fan service. Just do it. Why is it a special thing that you give to everyone? It's like, we're making a sequel. We're not bringing in the original cast that you loved back. Well, it's like, why? Is it financially motivated? Oh, no, they'll do it cheap, but we're just going to totally switch the cast. And these people are way worse. They are objectively not good. And that's who we're going
I'm trying to think, one of the biggest punches in the balls, even though I wasn't a big fan of it, Drew likes it, and like I've seen a lot of it. Was The Last Airbender and like the movie.
Oh my god, I love The Last Airbender.
The movie was just a punch in the balls in every way to people who like that show.
Yeah, I think the fan base, me included, like the more we don't talk about it, the more it will eventually cease to exist.
Yeah, because I'd love to see them take a proper crack at it.
Oh my god. Like it is
a live action one would be sweet if they did it right.
It's another one of those universes that's just so rich and so from the inception was so well thought out.
And especially if they did like a little bit more of an adult version of it, where a little bit more like.
Okay, here's one thing
like
that
PG-13.
is gonna piss me off. They're not getting the Halo guy to voice Master Chief in the Halo movie.
TV show.
The TV show. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. What is he busy doing? And his whole character is the voice.
I'm so on the fence about this.
Why? Don't do that.
Steve Downes is playing Master Chief at a period in his life when he's like you got to remember Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a little bit of a time jump between 4 and 5, but 1, 2, and 3 take place over like a month or like less than a year. Like it's a very short period of time. And like Master Chief is like in his 40s or in his like, it's like, I'm not totally against, like if they made a Halo movie and it was like, this is set at the same period that these other games are set. If you don't get Steve Downes, I will decry this as foul and I will not tell anyone to see it, and you've ruined it for everyone. You fucked up. This sucks. But there is the excuse that Master Chief is younger, far younger here. So it's like I can, but I also don't know that that's necessarily true. I'm making some assumptions here about this. If this show is set at a similar time period, the voice will also drive me fucking nuts. Like it's tough when your entire character
is based on a voice.
Is a voice and a suit of armor. That's it. That's all you got. It's not characterization. It's none of that shit.
No facial expressions. No
nothing.
Mannerisms even really.
Steve Downes is Master Chief. It'd be like if the only thing that Batman ever did was the animated series. That was it. That was all we ever saw. And then it was like, why the fuck when you do a live action Batman, and I'm talking back in the 90s when he was still kind of younger, it's like, then you do a Batman movie, it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you get him to be Batman, you idiots? He is fucking Batman. Fuck, like, people are kind of like that now about it, about the animated series, like, he is Batman.
Just like I think the guy that voiced, I mean, you can't go back and have found this guy before the Clone Wars animated series was made. But that guy should have been Anakin Skywalker.
Oh.
He's a way better Anakin Skywalker. Or, as much as I would have hated it, get Hayden Christensen to voice. The Obi-Wan Kenobi one's not too bad for me for some reason, because the guy kind of sounds like Ewan McGregor, sort of.
Same cadence, similar cadence.
Similar cadence, similar enough accent, yeah.
No. I'll say this. You know what they're doing with the animated series versus live action? I've actually liked that they're drawing this really nice, hard line. The voice actors for animation, that's consistent throughout the seasons, but they have not used a single voice actor in live action. They recast Ahsoka with Rosario Dawson. With the clones, they got the original guy who played Jango Fett in episode 2 to be the clones. So I'm fine kind of like, okay, the animated world is a little stylized, so that's why the voices sound different. And it's like,
yeah, I can draw those conclusions. I just like, for people like Steve Downes, Steve
Downes is totally different.
Sit the man down in a room and make him say every word that has ever been word
in every
inflection
and in sentences.
Yeah, and then take him all back and let him die. And then it's like, now we can just do it for good. Now we can
Halo
just read all these things.
You have to like think of fake imaginary words for him to say.
And then voice actors like
just syllables.
Yeah,
like, boo,
James Earl Jones, come on in, and he's like, I don't think I want to do it. They're like,
it's like, yeah, but Steve Downes' body's out back and his head's fucked right up.
It's like, I'm not ready to go.
I don't want to do that.
Come on, James.
Come on, big boy.
It's time to go in.
Wait, what did they say about with the horses? That? Oh no, that's fucking John. Bloody Big Lebowski. It's like he needs like.
Oh yeah,
like,
horses to make it look like I can walk. Take me to Hollywood.
Yeah, the horse.
John Goodman.
Like when he's eating.
Like John Goodman's family at Thanksgiving, and he's eating all the Thanksgiving food. They're all anorexic skinny, and she goes to grab it, and he fucking stabs her.
And then the kid's like, "Dad, I'm so hungry." But he says something like more. And then he like pours gravy on.
Well, she's like, "It's okay, kids. We can eat again next month."
Yeah.
And then one of the kids just like falls over on their plate.
Fuck, how do we get on John? What were we talking about? Oh, Steve Downes is a Halo TV show. Yes, I'm so enthusiastic about good Halo content again, where it's like, I'm not going to say Halo 5 was, gameplay was good. Fuck, the story wasn't very good though. I'm so conflicted with some of these new Halo games. But we haven't had peak Halo in so long. And now it really seems like, actually, it kind of seems like Microsoft and Bungie are kind of doing the Disney thing where it's like, I was telling you the other day about how it's like this guy named Joseph Staten, who was like the creative director. He wasn't just the creative director, but he worked on Halo 1, 2, 3, Halo Reach, and Halo ODST. He's always been there and been really important and directed cutscenes and wrote and like just always. Everyone's always loved him like in the Halo community, and so he left for a bit when Bungie got bought out, but then he came back to Microsoft. But then they didn't put him on Halo, like he just did other shit. And I remember just like way back when he came back, I'm like, why wouldn't you make him the head of 343? Like he's your fucking guy. Put him there. And I was always so weirded out how Joseph Staten's at Microsoft.
They just are like, no, why? Nah,
so weird. But then it was like with Halo Infinite, it was like they were working on it, whatever. There was the July thing, there was some backlash, and they're like, fuck it, we're fucking torch it all. Fuck three, like guys, we're done with all this weird shit. Joseph Staten, you're in charge. Make this shit Halo again. And he's like, yup, I'm doing that. Game's delayed a year. This will be Halo again. I swear to fucking God. And it was a decision like that where it was like, I'm really excited about Halo again because it's like not only did that gameplay trailer look great in summer, except it looked great in terms of gameplay. The visuals weren't necessarily the best, but now that they're like visuals are going to be the best you've ever seen. We got Joseph Staten back. He's the fucking man. The gameplay already looks fucking amazing and incredible. And even Joseph Staten, I was reading the thing to Brad. He said he was like, I played through the campaign twice in a row, and he's like, it's the best Halo campaign I've played. He's like, it's like once we get the visuals up to snuff, it's like it's the best.
See, that's what I love. Like, it pissed me off in games like Fable 3, and I just imagine the executive producers coming down the hallway, and then this guy that is like the sweaty intern, and they hired a whole new team to make the new game, and the sweaty intern's like in front of the door, and they're like, can we come in and like look at it? He's like, no, it's not done yet. It's like, I don't. Just wait, we'll do it. And then at the end, it's like, hey, here's the game. They're like, do you guys want to test it out before we sell it to everyone? They're like, why? It's probably pretty good, I bet. I'm sure it'll be good. And then they send the game out. It's like, why does everyone not like this as much as we thought they were going to like it?
But yeah, now with it's interesting you bring up Fable because it really seems like Microsoft is like, hey, we're going to go back to the shit that people liked back in the day. Halo, Fable, Perfect Dark, like these franchises, and it's like
Dark as well.
They're doing a new Perfect Dark. So it's like they're doing a new Fable, Halo Infinite. To me, all the pieces are there for it to be incredible. They're doing new Fable. If they fucking announce a new Banjo-Kazooie, I would pass out from happiness. But like,
do they own Rare? No.
Yeah, they own Banjo-Kazooie.
Microsoft.
They don't own. They do own Rare. They do own Rare. Yeah, absolutely. They own the IP to Banjo-Kazooie. Like, they could do a Banjo-Kazooie right fucking now if they wanted.
Yeah, but they won't. It's like, do you guys want us to make it?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You guys want us to make it a Banjo-Kazooie? It's like, yeah, do it.
The winds of change are blowing.
I hope.
There's magic in the air.
We're going to make another point-and-click adventure with a gerbil. We don't want
You guys
that.
want more Walking Dead point and clicks? It's like, it hasn't been good since the first season. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
but like you want more of them, right? It's like, but the show is, it's been dead.
Like, no one likes this anymore.
We're done.
It's not cool anymore.
We're gonna come out with another NHL, and that's exactly the same thing. And
You guys are gonna love
another point and click Walking Dead adventure. You'll like it.
But yeah,
Also, it's $200.
it seems like
For the season pass.
And then there's microtransactions.
it seems like the philosophy is shifting, and it's weird that we just ended up talking about both these things, but it's like, not only does it, obviously Disney seems like it's like, we're really going to do good stuff for a bit now, but it's like, also it seems like Xbox is also like, hey, we're also going to like do good stuff here for a bit.
You know what company needs to totally, like, first they need to step back and literally fuck their own face, and next they need to totally reevaluate their business model, is fucking EA. I fucking hate EA.
Dude, they just announced, they're like, hey, going back to drawing board. What do people like? Mass Effect. What did they not like? Mass Effect Andromeda. Fuck that shit. We're going back. We're doing Mass
they're
Effect.
making a new Mass Effect.
We're doing a new Mass Effect. And they're like,
I'll believe it when I see it. If
we're
it's
at 30
good.
minutes. They're like, Dragon Age. People like Dragon Age 1 and they like Dragon Age Inquisition. Fuck Dragon Age 2. We're doing Dragon Age again. We're just gonna, it's
I
like,
never got into Dragon Age.
neither did I, but it's like, I know that it does have like a pretty big fan. Actually, it's on Game Pass, so I think I might try playing Inquisition. But to go back to the reason that I'm not, because I should be the first guy with the pitchfork and the torch with the Halo thing, the Halo TV show thing. But I'm optimistic about Halo Infinite. I'm excited about Halo Infinite. I want Halo to take that next step into transmedia. I don't want it to just be stuck to video games. I think it would be the best Peter Jackson directed film of all time. The only thing, man, I'm going to say this. If you wanted to surpass The Lord of the Rings for me, make a Halo movie that knocks it out of the park.
Halo trilogy is what it should be.
Well, yeah. Duh. Like, that's without even speaking.
What if they made the Halo games into movies?
In essence, yes. But basically, take the arc from Halo 1, 2, and 3, make a movie out of those 3 games. Obviously,
You have
flesh
to
it out.
Take more liberty with.
Flesh it out. Give it more you take that basic story structure, make that into 3 movies that are 3 plus hours, 3 to 4 hours long, that length.
Yeah.
And then the extended editions are 4 to 5 hours long. Have those come out later.
And then later release them in 8K.
Yeah, it's later released in 8K. So it's like if there was ever a project that had a shot of surpassing The Lord of the Rings for me in terms of like a place in my heart, would be if Peter Jackson directed a Halo trilogy. That'd be the only way. It's never gonna happen. But I'm just presenting that as the scenario. But I do.
And Legolas slides in with a Coca-Cola. Hey, Master Chief.
Master Chief. You see my beautiful dick?
Yeah.
Chugs a Coca-Cola, shoots an arrow, picks up like alien plasma or a carbine, starts shooting it in the air. Seether starts playing.
But yes,
Francois wakes up.
I want Halo to make that jump, and I want it to be successful. So will the voice thing bug me? Maybe dependent
How
on
old is Steve Downs? He's not like 70.
60s, but his problem is that he smokes like a fucking train, and like he's gonna kill himself with smoke. Like he's like, and he like his thing now is like, I play the Master Chief, I need to smoke to sound like this, and it's like, dude, these are irreversibly damaged. Like you will never not sound like this. You are only every year gonna sound like we're gonna have a Halo game.
Speaking voice just the Master Chief.
He a little more gravel, but in essence, it's his speaking voice. Because remember, he did Halo 1 back when he'd never voice acted before. He was a radio personality that they got. So it's like he was basically just talking. So basically, it's his own voice. But it's like, I can't wait for a Halo game where it's like, Cortana, fire up the war. It's like the Master Chief smoke. It's like no, not in the canon. He didn't smoke, but his voice actor smoked, and we just felt like it was more. We just wanted Steve Downs to keep doing it, so it's like we just transitioned it naturally.
Fire up that.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. We're gonna hit you with 2 more. We're gonna get a little wild in the last 2 episodes. We got some big things coming down the pipe.
Lots of plans that we've already made. They're already made plans.
Of mice and men.
It's getting wild. We are gonna have Justin Bieber on, and on episode.
We're gonna have Justin Bieber
on episode 13
on the podcast.
The 12 podcast of Christmas.
He's asked us enough times. We finally decided to throw him a bone.
Beebs, we'll figure it out.
Can I say this? And he is going to
talk to us about Elon Musk's new project, which we can't disclose.
We can't talk about it, but Elon is going to be here with the microphone on Tuesday.
Does it have something to do with the transportation system that runs through the earth? I'm not going to say anymore.
Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. Get excited. And as always, like we always say around here, stay excited, stay safe.
It's called the Hyperhole.
Bye now.
Bye.